Hopefully I won't have any more interruptions in the next hour and a half, let's say. Maybe two. I wasn't here for the last 7 days. I pre-recorded some videos, I put them on, and I went to a company meeting in on the sea. So, and it lasted for 7 days actually. So when I came back, I actually got really surprised. I got one video, having like 400 views, and now even 500. And I have a lot of comments of people asking me to do more of the things I do. So basically, let me walk you again through who I am. I'm a web developer and I'm learning technologies that I don't know or I forgotten. Or basically, I'm just using this channel as a way to share the process of learning with other people. In the end, if it helps you, that's great. But I did this primarily to help me to learn more things and learn it on a more efficient scale. Because once I commit to the fact that I'm sharing this online, suddenly I get a huge boost of motivation, something that I usually don't do. So it's mostly a way. Streaming is mostly a way for me, at least, to keep to be motivated with what I do. Okay, so let me try to remember where we stopped last time. And if I'm not mistaken, we stopped at the bonus marks. Let me just switch to where are you? Where the heck are you? Where's my terminal first of all? It's here. Okay. I want to share. Yeah, I wanted to share my. I'm gonna also hide this. So this is everything we did until now. I assume there's also something hidden here, but it's in black. Yeah, it is. Maybe I can just how do I change the color of it? No, I don't want to select all of these. Just a second. Maybe like this, and then like this. What the hell? What's this doing? Change style. Yeah, this is. Nah. Change style. Okay, let's put it to be yellow. Okay. So. Let me just swipe the tablet. Basically, this is all notes that I've written, even though now I don't think I can remember what half of these are doing. But for example, let me see this. I think this is a way of me dividing a number in order to understand how the language parsing works. What's this? Opening and closing brace. Is this a representation of a JSON? I think it is. Open, closed, open, closed. Okay. So I have an input. Yeah, these are all nodes. Some of them are not very. So I have a macro definition here. It's a shortcut or a custom-made command. You can use it over and over again, and macros get substituted versus control jumps. And they do not perform type checkings. Built-in eval. Okay. Okay, so we stopped here. Let me pick up a color. This. Nice. Okay, so what are we doing? There's a question saying, what are the 4 typical steps for adding new language feature? 4 steps. 4 steps of adding new features. Okay. What are the 4 steps of adding new features? What are the 4 typical steps for adding new language features? Okay, so what I think is we need to add a new rule, new grammatical rule. Okay, so that's the first one. What's the second one? Where is the code here? It's here. Yeah, first things first. Need to add the parser object, and we need to clean it up, which I assume all means adding a grammar. I think we also need to create a new representation of the type that we are creating. So let me go back. New type. New type representation. So for the people that will start this video as their first video, basically I'm following a book by a really good programmer named Daniel Holden, and in this book we are actually building a Lisp, which is an old school programming language. Actually, our own implementation of a Lisp, which is an old school programming language. And we finished the chapter 10, which are Q expressions. Q expressions are ways to. Oops, let me just see whether we have it here. We don't. Q expressions are just ways of to represent data that can be either evaluated or later used for some purpose. In a sense, it's like a list that has no internal structures. It's just a representation of a structure. Q expressions are also called quoted expressions, and they are left exactly as they are. Okay, so the second thing is representation. Yes, this. Okay, what's the third thing? Reading the data, reading and parsing the data, and then evaluating and manipulating the new feature. Okay. Okay, the second question asks, create a macro for specifically testing the incorrect number of arguments. Macro to test incorrect number of arguments. So this is a question. This is a bonus mark question. A macro to test incorrect number of arguments. So how can we do this? Let's try to do this. We need to define another macro. We can define it as whatever. And we need to make sure we have the right amount of arguments, because what could happen? Let's test this scenario specifically. Q expressions plus 3, 4, 5, 12. 12. It works because we have, okay, this works. Minus 3, 5, 5 to 1, it's 2. In what scenario do I have the incorrect number of arguments? That's the first thing I need to ask myself. Maybe head list correct type passed head. Okay, passed an empty object, but passed an empty object. Do we already have this? Do we already have this macro? For the incorrect number of arguments. This already works, right? 2, 3, 2, oh, it's going to be 24, yeah. So what is the scenario of this? Let me just ask this. What does this question mean exactly? I think we already have ways to handle empty argument lists. But okay, the question is asking you to write a macro in a Lisp-like language that will check if a function has been called with the correct number of arguments. A macro allows you to write code that, okay, I know this. When a function is called, the macro should count the number of arguments provided. It should then compare this number with the expected number of arguments. If the number of arguments is correct, the macro should return an error. So, wait, is this working? It's 10. And what is the correct use case for this? Oh. Create a macro specifically for testing the incorrect number of arguments. I mean, I can do this, but do I need to? Is this already working as it should? That's the question. For testing for the incorrect number of arguments. built-in head, built-in tail, built-in eval. Wait. Built-in eval. Too many arguments. So this is a specific macro. Okay, so let me just try to do something. Let me just try to do something. So this is assert if condition return error. But I already have this. How do they mean they want to built in next? Look, this is already working. It continuously. This is the built-in operator. It continuously handles the operators as long as they exist. I mean, the only thing I can do is, for example, handle these cases, but I need these cases. So plus 10 is valid. Operators such as plus are often treated as functions. The expression plus 10 would typically return 10 because the plus function is an unknown word, variadic, meaning it can take any number of arguments, including just one. Another question is create. Okay, I'm gonna skip this. Another question is create a macro specifically for testing for being called with the empty list. I mean, let's try. I'm just doing this as a perverse way of telling myself I can do this. So define. I have no idea how give me an example of how a C macro is defined. What is the process of what is the naming convention? Naming convention logic convention logic for giving names. Okay, a macro is defined using the define directive, which is the part of the preprocessor. Macros allow you to define constants, create shorthand for expressions, or generate code that can be reused in multiple places. This is how a macro is defined. So we have either a P, which is a constant macro, or a square x, which is a function-like macro. What's wrong with the scroll on this thing? All uppercase letters. Okay. Underscores for separating words. Avoid generic names. Avoid side effects in function-like macros. This macros. Okay, so avoid side effects in function-like macros. So this is an example. This macro compares two values and returns the maximum. Notice how each parameter in the entire expression are bracketed in parentheses to avoid unintended consequences when substituted into the code. What is an unintended consequence? Uppercase, okay. Oh fuck. Define. This empty list. What do I need? What do I need is arguments. Head. Where is the head here? Head. It's here. Just a moment. Okay, I was a bit thirsty. So am I? Let me just see if I'm still rolling. I think I am. I think I am. So creating a macro. First things first. First things first. Yeah, I have a new. Oops. I have a new wallpaper here. Look. It has nice colors. What do I want? Okay. So scrap this. Let's see. What about a macro? A macro for calling with an empty list. Okay. So we need a macro for calling with an empty list. Let's try to do this. So what do I need here? This empty list. I have an argument. And if Argument count is count. Let me just check it again. Where is it? Where is it? Past an empty object. It's count. So this is a Lisp value, and I'm asserting on the Lisp value, I'm asserting what the hell is this? I'm asserting that the count of elements there is different than 0. Okay, if argument argument no argument cell 0, it's like this, count is less or greater than 0. Okay, so if it's less or greater than 0, this is a specific macro. So this needs to be arguments, and here I'll do delete arguments, and I'm gonna do return error. I'm providing the error, which is most probably what's an error? It's yeah, it's an array of characters, a string. Why the hell do we have correct correct styles on this block but not on the one below? It's empty list arguments. I might miss something here. Is this closing? And this closing this one. It shouldn't be closing this one. It should be like this. And then it's like this maybe. Is this working? Is this even right? Argument cell count. I don't know. Custom shit. Is empty list A. Okay, let's just try to see it. So, what was I using? I had two compilers, right? I had a wrapper for a compiler, and I had a vim get status, chapters, get difference, get status. No, I don't need any of these commands. What do I need? Is it CC? CC, it's CC. It's maybe this one. What other command do I? to expressions. Expressions.c. So is this command? I think it is. Okay. To expressions. Past an empty object. Head. Error head past an empty object. Why is this macro not triggered? Because I haven't saved it. Okay. Of course. Fucking kidding me. So backslash a new line separated by space. So this needs to be here, right? What happens now? Backslash a new line separated by space. In function built-in head, expected expression before if. That's probably because I have this and I have this, right? Expected some shit. Okay, I could be on the right track here. I could be on the right track here. Huh? Is it working now? Fuck. I'm so smart. Oh man, this is so stupid. Yeah. For some reason I get this warning, backslash a new line separated by space. What does it mean? What does this C warning mean? So I have a space between the backslash and the new line. In C, when defining a macro that spans multiple lines, backslash is used at the end of the line to indicate the macro continues on to the next line. However, there should not be any spaces or character after the backslash. So what do I have here? I have a space here. Wow. Okay, how to comment out things in C. I mean, single lines or multi-lines. I don't care. How do I? How to move to the start of the line? Then it's 0. So in a Vim, you can move to the start of a line using the following command. I have 0 or the caret or GG, which moves to the first line of the file, which I assume moves to the very start. I don't need this for now. So I think I just need a 0 here. Yeah. I'm gonna delete this as well. Is empty. Is empty. Delete. Save. Okay, nice. How long are we doing this for now? How long am I streaming for? "35 minutes. Nice. Nice. So the next question says, I did this. I created my first macro actually. I'm so excited, as you can probably sense from the way I'm speaking right now. Not because I don't understand any of. I mean, I do understand this. It's just hard to. It's just hard to shift your mindset to a new methodology of thinking when it comes to C. I understand the basics. I understand why some things that are not in the languages I know there, like why do we have garbage collectors, and actually no, why do we need to manage memory, and why pointers work in C the way they work. But it's so much empty space in between different points. It's almost hard to go over it, but it's not. Okay, the next question says, add a built-in function cons that takes a value and a Q expression and appends it to the front. Add a built-in function cons that takes a value and a Q expression and appends it to the front. What? What does this even mean? What does this mean? Yeah, I'm asking ChatGPT because I don't think for myself. My brain is only made for following orders, not for thinking out. What does this mean? If I have a situation that has this cons, so how cons 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, is the final value 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Prepend it. The result would be a new Q expression with the value added at front. So this has so first value is a single value, and then we have a Q expression. Prepending. Okay. Okay. What kind of colors do I have? So built-in function cons built-in function cons takes a value and a Q expression and appends it to the front. I don't know. So it's gonna be cons will have a regular value, and then we'll have a list like this. So the final result should be 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me take a moment to think about it. Okay, first thing. Just change this again. First thing. Add new operator. Add new operator. So I'm going here. It's here. It's here. I think I should divide this again, right? Maybe like this. And here. And I'm gonna call this cons. Do it like this. Do it like this. The only difference is I need to change the order of these two guys. So, okay, I just defined a new operator, a new symbol actually. So what happens here? If I, no, not yet. If I run this and then do q expressions, and if I do cons 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, I have an error here. Maybe like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think this will work. I'm just testing some stuff. Okay. Let's go back. We need to go back. So what should we do here? We need to evaluate what has been written. First things first. Will evaluate. Where's evaluate method? It's here. Where's the method itself? No, this is the S expression. This is the so if it's a number, if it's a symbol, create a symbol. Let me just check. Print printf. Is it printf? No, it's not double evil. I need to read it. Wait. Ah, it's here. I will read. So printf. I just want to make sure I'm hitting this point. Print insert printf symbol the contents is it like this? The contents. Will this work? We're gonna try it now. Okay. Q expressions cons 3, 1, 2. Okay. Okay. So I have, this is good. This is good. So it created a symbol, right? Yeah, it created a symbol. The next thing it does, it should evaluate it. Create a symbol, then it created a Q expression. It also has a number, right? It is a number. Return X. Then we have our eval. Read. We have eval add. It's this guy, it's here. Okay, it does something. So then I have, what do I have? Eval eval. Where is it? Where are you? It's here. If it's an S expression, evaluate it. Otherwise, just return B. If it's an S expression. Eval eval S. It's here. This is the method. So we start from 0. We go to the count. So this method is actually grabbing an S expression, which will be our, is grabbing as an X expression. So what is it doing then? It iterates, it evaluates everything at a cell. Then it does it again. So let's think about this again. So we have this method. It's a Lisp value evaluate S expression. We take a Lisp value, we iterate through it. We actually iterate through its cells, and then we evaluate each cell. Okay, if it's an S expression, it will call this method again. Otherwise, it will be ignored. Then, again, we go through each element. If we have an error, we call this take method. Otherwise, if the count is 0, we just return this S expression. If the count is 1, we do this. Then we are popping the first element. If it's a symbol, we delete both of those. No, if it's not a symbol, we delete both of those. Then we say, okay, S expression doesn't start with a symbol. But otherwise, we hit the built-in method, and the built-in method is containing a list of operators, a list of symbols, so to say. So we are hitting a built-in on the V based on the symbol that we just got. And these are the list of built-ins. Jerk past. If the, what's the name of this method? It's cons return built-in cons A. built-in eval. Where's built-in eval? Built-in eval. It's here. Ah. Built-in eval. Insert. Lisp value. Built-in cons. I'm taking this. I'm just gonna print out return, and I'm just gonna print f. You made it here. Save this shit. This is a warning, I think. Right? Maybe I can just do return a. Save it. Let's do this again. Okay. Let's run our script. Cons 1, 1, 2. You made it here. Okay. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. It's a bit closer. So we need an assertion here. We need an assertion. We need two assertions actually. Two assertions. We need two assertions. First one is making sure the first element is a number. Making sure the second element is a co-expression. Let's start. Delete this. I'm asserting what? I'm asserting this guy. I'm asserting the count is 2. Otherwise, error cons how would we say this? Incorrect number of arguments. Let's test this. I just want to test this, sorry. This. Of course, how could I miss this? Close this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, cons 2, incorrect number of arguments, but if I do this, 1, 2, okay, let's do another assertion. So what do we need now? A cell 0, type, what's the type of this? It's a number, right? Elbow number. Okay, what line was I on? Built-in cons. We were here. None. Error cons. The first argument is not a number. Another assertion. What do we have here now? Second argument should be a Q expression. Error cons. The second argument is not a Q expression. Okay, I know what I did. I know where I made a mistake. It should be Q expression. Will it work now? Well, that was the only error, it seems. Q expression. Cons 3, 1, 2, 3. This works, but if I put here a plus, this should break. If I put here another 3, it should break. This should also not work. Okay. Okay. Let's go back. So now it should append it to the start. Now this is where it starts to get interesting. So what should I do here? What should I do here? We should grab the Q expression. This should get this number. And we should somehow put it right here at the beginning of it. For this, we need to manipulate data somehow, right? We do need to manipulate it. LOS expression. So how are you working? How is the join working? So join iterates through everything. It asserts that the type is the Q expression. It pops the first element. I don't need to pop anything. I think the only thing I need to do is the following. I think the only thing I need to do is the following. I need x. No, I need ll. X is equal to what? Not join. It is join. Lisp value join. A cell 0, A cell 1. I'm not very confident this will work. I need to delete this as well. This guy, and I'm returning the X. I'm not very confident that this will work, but let's see. I think I think I need to transform the. I think definitely I need to transform the number into a Lisp into a Q expression. It works. What? Man, if it works. Cons 2, 3, 4, 5. Double free detector. Yeah, of course doesn't work. Of course it doesn't work, man. It doesn't work because I will join. Where are you? Let's think about it. Built-in cons. How is this working? This doesn't work, of course. So let me just do this. Ll num is equal to a cell 0. Ll Q expression is equal to a cell 1. So what is the easiest way? The easiest way is to what would be the easiest way? To maybe create a new Q expression type and just put the I think this is the easiest thing I can do. Wait. What is the easiest thing I can do here? I can create a new Q expression. I assume I can do this. Q expression. I can create a new Q expression. An empty one. And then I can read. And then I can add values to it. Something like this. But I don't want to do this. I just want to pop. I want to pop the first How the fuck do I do this? How the hell is this working? Why do I have... Where have I seen this? So what will this do? This will take a random element. Not a random element. This will take an element under the index I, and it will delete this. Okay, what else do I have here? I have join. I have pop. Pop is taking a Lisp value. Pop is taking an index value. Then it moves some. Adding here. Ah. So what's this? So what is this doing? What are you doing, my friend? I'm increasing the count. I'm reallocating some data. How, 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 how. This isn't right. This isn't right. This is right. No, I mean, this isn't right either. I just think that the structure is correct. I just need to do... What do I need to do? Wait, maybe I don't need to delete this, right? Do I need to delete this? Let's test it out. Yeah, of course. I'm just missing here. I'm missing a guy. Now, cool expressions, const 2, 1, 2. It's 2. It's 2. Ah, why it's 2 then? If I have here list 1, 2, 3, 4, it's gonna be correct. So const 2, 1, 2 is 2, which isn't right, but it's a start. What if I do this? If I do this, and if I do this, it's a segmentation fault. No idea why. I just know it failed. So what do I have here? I need to find a way to join these guys. To put Let me see it. So this is what happens here, I think. Let me just see this. Can you break down and explain this method for me, please? This function is designed to add a new element to a list-like structure. The first parameter v is a pointer to an lval, which is presumably a structure representing a list or a container of values. Okay. This is the same thing, and the return type is another Lisp value pointer. Okay, first things first, we are incrementing the count. The line increments the count field of v. The count field presumably tracks how many elements are currently stored in the Lisp value list v. By incrementing this, we prepare to add new elements x to the list. Now we are reallocating memory. How would we modify this method to how would we modify this method or create a new one that would put an element at the beginning of the hello structure? Okay. So this actually was one of my ideas. I'm not the simplest one, but definitely one of my ideas. But the thing is now, how does it work? So insert the new element at the beginning. I'm thinking about the types because wait, let me share my tablet. Let me show you what I'm thinking about. So this is a number, right? Fuck. This is a number, but this is a Q expression. So both of these are Lisp values. But I don't need the exact Lisp value to be here. I only need the contents of this, which is the number 3, not the whole structure of it. Not the whole structure of it. But actually, maybe I do need this. So this is a number. No, actually, I think this is correct. No, I think this is correct. It's actually right. I don't want only the number. I want the whole representation of this as a Lisp value. Okay, so what time is it now? Let me check. Oh, I'm 1 hour 15 minutes in. So I'm sorry, we didn't do much this episode. My fault. Also, I'm back from a vacation, so I'm a bit groggy, a bit drunk. I think I'm gonna stop it here. Mostly because I don't want to torture myself. I don't want to torture the people who watch this. On my last video, which had like 500 views, 400, 500. How many did it have? Let me see. Just a second. On my last video, there was actually average view duration of 2 minutes, which is okay, but I don't want to waste time. You know, I want to do this properly. So I think I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna do another quick streaming session for some articles, and then I'm off for today. Thank you so much for watching. I have 17 subscribers, all of us, and so thank you all for this as well.